Oh hey guys, it's Desiree. I'm about to make one of my smoothies and I'm looking in my refrigerator and I realize I don't have any nut milk or nut butter that I need for the smoothie recipe. Don't you hate when you think you have an ingredient to make a recipe and then when you go to look for it, it's not there anymore? Instead of running out to the supermarket to make both ingredients, I'm gonna make the same nut milk and almond butter you could buy in the supermarket with some fresh nuts I have on hand in my kitchen and just using one machine. I'm going to show you how to make some fresh vanilla almond butter and Brazil nut milk that tastes great and will save you money right now. I will be using the Nutrimilk machine to make both the almond butter and the Brazil nut milk because it's so much quicker and easier to make without the mess. I previously did a review video on the Nutrimilk that you can watch. I've included a link to that video in the upper right hand corner of this one. You can still make these recipes if you have a Vitamix or a similar high power blender, but it will require soaking the nuts ahead of time and straining the nut pulp with a cheesecloth or a nut milk bag for the milk. You will need to use a tamper to help blend the nuts for the nut butter, whereas the Nutrimilk machine will take care of all of that. I'm going to make the almond butter first by adding some raw almonds to the Nutrimilk. I did not soak these ahead of time. Some vanilla powder and organic cane sugar to give it a sweet vanilla taste. I'm going to set the machine to butter for 13 minutes. The Nutrimilk does a great job of chopping down the nuts into a creamy and smooth consistency. Once it's done, just scoop out the almond butter and enjoy it along with some veggies or store it in a resealable container to have on hand. Next, I'm going to make the Brazil nut milk by adding some Brazil nuts and dates to the Nutrimilk and let it turn into a Brazil nut butter first. Now you can use any type of nut for this recipe if you can't find Brazil nuts. I chose to use Brazil nuts for this milk because every once in a while I like to change up the type of non-dairy milk I drink. When you make your own non-dairy milk, it gives you the freedom to use different ingredients or experiment with different combinations of ingredients, so you don't get tired of drinking the same ones that are sold in the supermarket. Now I'm going to add the water and let the machine mix the water and nut butter for another minute. I used coconut water since it gives the milk a better taste, but you can use regular water if you want. Now I'll dispense the milk into a resealable bottle and store it in the refrigerator. It will last about 3 to 4 days since there are no preservatives in it. I notice when I make fresh nut milk and nut butter that I use it more regularly than the store-bought ones. Not just because of the shelf life being so much shorter than the store-bought ones, but that it has a better taste. And I even crave it more than those store-bought ones. And if you ever made anything homemade or from scratch, you know what I'm talking about. Well, if you like these recipes, then go ahead and click on that like button. I've put the link to the full recipes down below. And if you also want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.